Good morning, everyone.
Good
How are
morning,
you
sir.
all?
Morning, sir.
Good morning,
Morning, sir.
Good
Successful.
morning, sir.
Okay, children, let us begin with today's session. We have an eminent guest with us today. Actually, I'm feeling privileged to introduce such a guest of eminence. She is Anuradha Bhatsare, madam, who is the director at Saguna Bagh, which is a sort of agro-tourism, and you will come to know what it is. Let me tell you something about ma'am. Definitely, she is a good human being. That's the first introduction I'll give you. She is BSc in microbiology. She has completed her MSc in cancer immunology. She holds a diploma in higher education and a diploma in naturopathy. As said, she is the director at Saguna Bagh, which is at Malegaon, Neral. She is passionate for agro-tourism. She has conducted many workshops for that. She is giving her whole and soul for the environmental purposes. She has conducted many such seminars and training programs. Also, she is a biology teacher. That specifically botany is her subject, and she has worked for 15 years. She has worked as a moderator also for Maharashtra board for the subject of botany. As children, you might be knowing about the young scientist Homi Baba exam. Are you aware of that,
Yes, sir.
children? Isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Young yes, she has worked for 10 years in the selection committee of the young scientist Homi Baba exam. So now you can understand how much you are preparing for that young scientist exam. Those who are prepared for it, you know what kind and what level of exam is. And you have the person who is in the selection, who has worked in the selection committee for 10 years of the young scientist Homi Baba examination. And there are many things about her. She has got what we call as Bal Vihar, a particular way for small children to stay, the children of the age group 18 to 14. She conducts what we call as value education, Samskar Varga, for 8 days. Yes, of course, it's lockdown. Otherwise, definitely, we would have thought of it at an immediate note. And then, yes, she has won awards. So let us begin with such a eminent person, writer, teacher, a social worker. Welcome you, Anuradha ma'am. Over to you, and we will have now the next, of course, now not entire 1.5 hour. We have invested some time. Whatever is there up to 11 o'clock, children, we are going to have a wonderful time. So over to you, Anuradha ma'am. Welcome, Anuradha ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you and nice to meet you. Of course, I don't see you right now, but I can hear you all. So, as sir said, let us have a virtual tour of Saguna Bagh today. Can you all see Saguna Bagh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I am now turning off my video right now. Okay, for the bandwidth. I'm stopping my video. So this is Saguna Bagh. And this Saguna Bagh, can you see this? You can see the river and then you don't see the big buildings and everything. So we are part of rural India. We stay in the rural India and that is Neral. Do you know Neral? I'm sure you must be knowing Matheran.
Yes,
ma'am.
At the base of Matheran, there is a small village which is called as Neral. It is in the Raigad district.
Yes.
And we staying about 5 kilometers from the city of Neral, and that is in Malegaon. So you can see the river. We are encircled by the Ullas River from 3 sides, and this is where Saguna Bagh is. Inside is Saguna Bagh. Now this in Saguna Bagh, we come here. Why would everybody, I'm sure you all know about the agro-tourism part of Saguna Bagh, right? So agrotourism is people come to Sagunabad to visit our farm to see the agriculture. And why would anybody from city or why would anybody from different countries, they would come and visit Sagunabad? It is very difficult. People don't find time to go to any relative also, but they find time to come to Sagunabad. And this is because we have a different kind of lifestyle. Here we conserve nature, number one. It is not only conservation of nature, but it is, we do farming here, agriculture. So this is actually man-made conservation of nature. We don't conserve the jungle. We don't have a jungle here, but we plant the jungle in a planned way. And that is why everybody, we have a lot of biodiversity here. People get attracted to biodiversity. Secondly, we have a healthy life. All the team of us, everybody of the team, we are enjoying the healthy lifestyle here. Thirdly, you get the serene. Do you think that it is a beautiful place from here? So there is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
serene beauty. It is very calm and quiet here. So everybody likes that. People say इधर आके बहुत सुकून लगता है, बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And this is a good lifestyle. And that is why people want to come from all over the world to come and visit Sagunabad. People say that it is very difficult to come from a city. Anybody who is educated, everybody wants to go to either city and then they want to go to America or they want to go to a country which is better than our place. But we have come and stayed in an area which is rural India, which are our roots. And so people want to find out as to why any educated person, like I am a food my husband, that is Shekhar uncle, he is a food technologist. And why would he leave America and come to Nera? And then why would I, a cancer immunologist, marry him? And then we stay in a small village where there were no roads, where there were hardly any electricity. And it was very difficult time then, but still we continued staying here. And that is why everybody is interested to find out what made us stay here. How could we stay here? What is it? So everybody wants to come. Let us go to the next slide. And this is the Google map of Sagunabad. You can see Sagunabad is here. This is the river and this is Sagunabad here. Okay. Then let us go to the third slide. That is the agri tour enjoying harvest. These are all the city folks. These are all the city folks. People have come from the different parts of the Mumbai region. And you can see that this is paddy and this is banana. So this is the green wealth. Actually, we feel that this is the green wealth. And people also feel, because nobody in the flats, in the city, as you all must be knowing, people have small terraces. That is where they do everybody is happy. Everybody wants to know about the plants. Everybody wants to have their own food, especially in this time. At this time, everybody knows that it is very important to have our own food production, food produced at home, or it is safe. You don't have to go out to buy the food. So food production, everybody feels that food production is very important. Because as we say, food is of prime importance. Food is prime. If food is there, then only we are there, otherwise no. So everybody, even though it is not jungle, it is all planned and man-made jungle or man-made nature, everybody likes that. You can see the bananas here, you can see paddy here, then the coconuts here, and this is mango and jamun and everything. Okay, so even the small kid over here, and from everybody is very happy. Let us go to the next slide. And this is, can you see this person? Can you see him?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Mr. Strass. This is Mr. Strass, and he is the coach of India's Olympic shooter, Mr. Gagan Narang. You all, I'm sure you must have known about, you must have heard about Gagan Narang. Now this, have you heard about the shooting team of Olympic and Gagan Narang? I'm sure you must have heard about him. So he is the coach, and he comes from Kyrgyzstan. And then he comes and stays here because he likes the serenity. He likes the serene beauty that is here. And then this place is green, you know, this place is green. You can see the green wealth here. And Mr. Stas, he is the coach and he likes fishing. Basically, he likes fishing. And then we have later on, you will be able to see Saguna Bagh and you can see the ponds. We have created 10 ponds here. And he likes fishing and also a quiet environment, and that is what he gets here. Also, he gets to talk to us. This is Mr. Shekhar Barsawale. He is the creator of Saguna Bagh. He created Saguna Bagh. I teamed up with him and then we became a team and then we created Saguna Bagh. So this is Mr. Stas. He is so happy to be with the bananas. Can you see the bananas? We have seen bananas in the first slide. So these are the same bananas. Now they have grown up and they are bearing the fruit. So this is Mr. Stas and he's so happy to be friends with Mr. Shekhar. Next is here, you can see, I talked about the pond and this is one of the ponds that we have. And in the pond, there is a pond house. You all can see, I'm sure. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the pond house. This is a pond, this is a house created in the pond and that is why this is pond house. Now in the pond house, this is such a, see, and if anybody wants to go and stay in the pond, then one has to go to Kashmir, right? That is where that is what we believe in, that you have to go to Kashmir and udhar jaake udhar wo kya hota hai? The houses, the houseboats are there. Shikara, and in the Shikara you can go and stay. But a farmer can give this kind of experience to anybody. And this is a pond, and in the pond we have created this pond house. So the water is there from all the sides and you can be in the water. You can stay in water and you can have a very good stay in here. Now this is the Vice Chancellor of Konkan Krishi Vidyapit. Vice Chancellor of Konkan Krishi Vidyapit. He came with his family and then he really appreciates. He's such a powerful person. He is a very powerful person and still he comes to a farmer to stay in the pond house. This pond house is appreciated and this is attracted thousands and thousands of guests from in-house to from the foreign countries. So this is the pond house. We go to the next slide and you can see again these white people. They are from Netherlands. Now this family of Netherlanders, they said they came to visit Saguna Bagh. They wanted to see a farm of a farmer who is studied in America, and then they said, "Oh, you grow groundnuts? They don't say groundnuts, they say peanuts. So you grow peanuts?" And then yes, we said that, do you want to harvest? Do you want to see where the peanuts are? And then with his full force, he uprooted this plant and then he failed because the groundnuts are actually in the ground. So they were so amazed and they said, "Oh, we think that they are very smart." But he said that we didn't know. You can see the smile here. They said all our lives we have been eating peanuts, but we didn't know that they are grown in the ground. You can see they are grown in the ground. I hope you all know that they are grown in the ground. The groundnuts are from the ground. I hope that you all know. So these are the different kinds of experiences also we get. See, in Krishi Paryatan, in agrotourism, we get to meet many people, but it doesn't come just like that. First, you have to work very hard to have a good farm. See, on the farm, after 10 years of working on the farm and planting different plants, we have the jackfruits. Now they are like that. You like it? Like the picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is the jackfruit selfie point. Everybody, a small girl and a young lady, and here you can see a little bit elder lady. Everybody is so amazed and everybody is so happy. This has become a selfie point. Everybody likes that. Anybody who sees the fruit laden plant like this, see, this is the wealth. This is green wealth. Wealth is not only in the form of money. It is not the green papers, but it is the green color, the fruit, and then whatever you get, this is whatever you can eat, you know, that is actually the wealth. That makes you very happy. So this is jackfruit selfie point. Then let us go to the next slide. Here at Saguna Bagh, it is not only an agricultural farm, but this is where a lot of research also goes on. Now, this is a scientist, which is the director of research from Israel. His name is Spiegel. His name is Isaac Spiegel. He is from Israel, and he came here to Saguna Bagh. This is Isaac Spiegel. This is Mrs. Spiegel. This is Shekhar, and this is me. And this is the pond house. This is actually the pond house. You can see it is still getting constructed. There is no proper bridge over here. But then he came to see, he is a fish scientist. He is the director of fisheries. He is the fish scientist. And he was really amazed that something like that can be constructed in the pond. And that is why he came to see. And then when you are talking about the pond, a house in the pond, you get income from the pond, that is the fish, as well as you get income from the guests who come here. So this is very important. See, people from all over the world, they get amazed with the idea of staying on a farm. Farm has a lot to offer. Now here, the youth volunteering and enjoying working in the fields. This is the youth. These girls, they have come from they have come from different colleges. They came here, and then they are really enjoying uprooting of the they were really happy that we had the groundnuts then, and then they are very happy. They are really enjoying uprooting, and then they will also harvest. They will take up the groundnuts. So this is they enjoy. Likewise, we get a lot of youth volunteering. People want to come. They want to get the first-hand experience of working in the fields. They also want to get the harshness. They want to feel the harshness of the nature. Like, it is not easy to work in the fields. It is very difficult. The sun is very harsh. When it is raining, you get completely soaked, and then it is difficult to walk. But still, everybody wants to feel that, what nature is actually. And that is how these girls have come here. Now, it is not only, as I already said, that Saguna Bagh is not only an agriculture farm, but it is a research station also. This is where the research goes on. And can you see the paddy here? The paddy is so fantastic. The crop of paddy is so good. It is in the rainy season. So this paddy, can you see the crop here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see the crop here, and these are all the women farmers. Generally, farming is done by, most of the time it is done by women and men also, but women are they are very much involved in farm operations. So these are the ladies from, this is a tour. Many people from and ladies from all over Maharashtra and neighboring states, they come to Saguna Bagh and they want to find out about SRT. What is Saguna rice technique? What makes the crop grow like, it is uniform growth and it is so beautiful and so much of yield. So everybody wants to know what is happening, what is the key, what is the magic behind it. And that is what brings all the ladies here. This is the Saguna Ladies Special. This is our team. This is part of our team. This is only the ladies part of our team. But everybody, can you see, they are all smiling. They are working. This is in the mid of the day and still they are very happy. They are smiling. And with this team, with the smiling young team, the average age of Saguna Bagh, that is farm, is 29 years. You can see some are older here, but still all you can look at, and then our average age, she is a little bit older, and average age of Saguna Bagh is 29 years. I feel ashamed to say that in whole of the world, the average age of the farmer is the farmer is getting older and older. The average age of Indian farmer is 60 years. Average age of Japanese farmer is 65 years. Average age of American farmer is 65 plus. But our age, the average age of Saguna Bagh is 29 years, because many young people, they come and like working here at Saguna Bagh. This is again the SRT. This is in the rainy season, and you can see the SRT paddy. The paddy is rice that is grown on Saguna rice, that is the raised bed with this SRT technique, and you can have the bird's eye view. That is how it looks from up. Good, isn't it? It looks
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
healthy,
Yes,
and so
ma'am.
nice. Now on the raised SRT is a technique, Saguna rice technique. Even though we say that it is Saguna rice technique, there is a word rice, but it is not applicable only to the rice. It started with rice, and that is why it is Saguna rice technique. But Saguna rice technique involves having the raised beds, and on the same raised beds, these are the raised beds, and on the same beds, we don't uproot the plant. We keep the roots of the plants inside, and on the same bed, we take many different crops. And this is one of the crop, and that is the crop of cabbage. This is vegetable. So this is the winter crop of cabbage. The next crop that we see, you can see everything is uniformly growing. There is no cabbage which is chota hai, motha hai, aisa kuch nahi. Everything is all uniform, because all the plants, they get similar kind of nourishment. Now you can see the smiling sunflowers. So there is a big farm. There is a big field of sunflower, and they are really happy. These are the mung. These are, see, on the same raised beds, we can have different kinds of crops. And this is another crop, and that is mung beans. Mung that we eat. So this is the mung beans. Oh, now this is the Western 66 groundnut. We are that is nearer, it is in the Konkan area. And groundnut generally it's not grown in Konkan. But this is another experiment that we performed, and then we started growing groundnut here, and you can see the groundnuts here. It is exquisite, so much of crop. Nobody has seen. People coming from Ghat area, they say, wow, we have never seen this much of yield of groundnut here. What do you do? And what is it? It is only SRT, that is the raised beds and aerial type of farming. Aerial, the roots get oxygen, enough oxygen. Now again, we are having a tour of Saguna Bagh, and in the tour of Saguna Bagh, you have to know about SRT Saguna rice technique, and it is started in paddy. I'm sure you can see the earthworms here.
Yes, ma'am.
So these earthworms, they are the friends of farmers. Even Einstein said that if earthworms are not there, then we would all die. We will not live for so long. Earthworms are the friends of farmers, because they make the soil, because they make the lower portion of the soil, make air available to the lower portion of the soil. Now these earthworms, they can travel deep inside, and then they come up again in the rainy season. But these earthworms, they do not like to stay in a waterlogged condition. They cannot stay. They are aerial. They need oxygen. They need aerial oxygen. So these earthworms, they are seen in the paddy. This is paddy. This is again rice. So in the rice, nobody till now, till today, in the entire world, nobody has seen presence of earthworms in the paddy fields. But here you can see, right in the plant itself, you can see the presence of earthworms. So this method, SRT method, any of you who has any farm, you can of course try this method, SRT. You can see the presence of earthworms over here. So when the earthworms are here, they are the indicator of good environment. They say, we like this soil, we are happy here, we are going to be here, and we are going to make the farmer happy. After continuing with the SRT for about 2 to 3 years, you can see that the soil has become carbon rich. Can you see the soil? Can you feel? Actually, just by looking at it, I feel that the soil is very good. I can also smell the fragrance of the soil. It has become the healthy soil. The soil has become healthy, and this technique is generated. It is taken birth in Sagunabag, and this is the technique of Shekhar Badsawale. And this is the carbon rich healthy soil, which is from SRT. These beds, can you see the beds over here? These beds, you can even in this season, that is in summer, that is in the month of May, you go in the field and you can the soil is so loose that you can hold it like this. So this is the healthy soil, carbon rich healthy soil. Carbon rich is it has got a lot of carbon fixed into it, and that is why it is carbon rich soil. And this is grown in SRT. If you come to Sagunabag, you have to know about SRT. Indication of healthy environment, butterfly congregation. As the environment becomes, as the soil becomes healthier, the environment also becomes healthier. So how do you know that the environment is good? How do you know that the soil is good? See, all the biodiversity, all the different animals which are very sensitive to the harshness of the environment, of the temperature, which are sensitive to the many moisture, many different conditions. These are the indicators of good environment. And then you can see the congregation of butterflies. They are the striped tiger type of butterflies, and they come after enrichment of the environment. And we can see the butterfly congregation in the winter season. When the flora and fauna is good, then only they can keep. Now these butterflies, they can come only when there are two types of plants available. One is the host plant, that is, hello. One is the host plant, and that is where the caterpillars grow. That is where the leaves of the plants, they are eaten by the caterpillars. That is the host plant. And the another plant that is required by the butterfly is the nectar plant. So these two plants, if they are available amply, and if the moisture, then soil conditions, temperature, everything is good, they come and stay here. So in the winter season, so we can say November, after mid-November, November, December, January till February, all 4 months, you will see lakhs and lakhs of butterflies in Sagunabag. They have been coming and staying here with us for about last 3 years. Now the honeybees also, they come here. Now this is artificial. This is artificial. This is a stand, but this comb is created by the honeybee. So honeybees have come here and they have started staying here. Now when honeybees, they come, naturally they bring the wealth over here, because the honeybees are responsible. They are the good pollinators. I'm sure you know about it, that they are the good pollinators. Unless and until the honeybees are there, we cannot get good crop, because they travel from one place to another, collecting nectar as well as collecting the pollen grains. And so when the honeybees come, it is a good sign. It's a good indication of healthy environment. Now see who says hello. This is the monitor lizard. Yeah, this is monitor lizard. And she is saying she wants to say hello. She also come here because the environment is increased, because of biodiversity. She gets to eat a lot of food. She gets a lot of food. So she is happy. She's come back and she is staying she is now here. Sorry. This is, anybody knows what this is?
It is a chameleon.
This is a chameleon. Very good. I'm so glad to get the response. This is a chameleon, and this he is also come back here. Can you see the eye? He can see from, he see here also. He doesn't have to see, he doesn't have to move and then see. He can see from here.
Because his eyes can
Vision.
rotate 360 degree.
Yeah, right. So this is the chameleon. This is also indication that the environment is changing, and it's a good environment. Everybody who gets to eat a lot of things, why is biodiversity important? Because then it is the jivo jivasya jivanam. That is the rule of nature. When there are so many things, it is always the wave of life. It is not linear. The life doesn't go linearly. That it is not that we only eat rice. It is not that we only rice with chapati. It is not that we only eat the jowar. We like to eat everything. So as we have to have the different kinds of food with us, these animals also like to have the different food. So when different kinds of food is available, all animals come gather together. So it is, I always say, I always feel that this chameleon is actually laughing, and it is also a good indicator of environment. This is a hoopoe, hoopie or hoopoe, and this is a migratory bird. He comes every year from Himalayas saying that, yes, I like this place and I'm going to come here always. So it's a very good friend from Himalaya and visits visits here every winter. See, biodiversity means we also get, as we have the big plants, these are the huge bamboos that we have. We get a lot of bats. Can you see here the bats?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see the bats here. This is all full of, there is a huge colony of bats. They are males and females and young ones. A lot of bats here. They are the fruit bats. Bats that we have, they are the fruit bats. And these bats, they are not welcome by the farmer. You know, because number one is they are
eating
bats.
fruit.
Yeah, they eat the fruits. That is number one. Number two, they make a lot of sound, that we don't like. And number three is their poop. It smells terrible. And then fourth, as we all know, they are the reservoir of many different kinds of diseases also. So these bats, they are not welcome here. And this is an innovative technique by which we are chasing away the bats. Now the technique I will, does anybody have any problem with bats? Have anybody encountered with any problem with the bats ever?
No.
No, okay. Okay, no, you are maybe, but in farms or we always have this problem of bats. These bats, they are in thousands. They are in thousands present over here. So what we do is, there is a special tool developed over here, and we use this rocket bomb, which is available in Diwali. So these are the rocket bombs. We use this special tool, ignite the rocket bomb, and then it is flown to their colony. And when it is flown to the colony, what happens is they all fly away. And then this process has to go on for a week at 5 o'clock in the morning. That is when they come back to stay. They are the night travelers. Bats always go out during night, and then they eat the insects. They also eat the fruits, and they come back. When they come back, if they are said that no, you are not welcome here, then they go and stay at any different some different place. See, these bats, we don't kill the bats here. We only tell them that you are not welcome here. Now this is now we have to know about something about what our Prime Minister has said. Now there is in COP21, that is in COP21 conference of parties 21, Paris 2015, there was a conference, and that is when our Prime Minister Modi, he confirmed that we will contribute to the aspect of reduction of carbon emission. We will definitely contribute to the aspect of, and that is what, how do you do that? How do you contribute to reduction of carbon emission? So we do it. Farmers, we help nature in reducing carbon. And let's see, these are again the Sustainable Development Goals developed by WHO. And then Saguna rice technique, Saguna Bagh, it meets the 5 different goals here. Another technique which is developed in Saguna Bagh is SVT, that is Saguna Vanasamvardhan Tantra. And there it offers solution to forest fire. You can see the bird, can you see the hill here? The big hill which is near Nerar. This is a big hill, and then you can see this part of the hill, it is all burned in the forest fire, whereas this part of the hill, it is protected from the forest fire. And this is because of SVT, that is Saguna Vanasamvardhan Tantra. We have developed a technique by which the forest fire is prevented. This is like Lakshman Resha. The fire is come up to here, and then it is not passed on to the next part. Here you can see can you see these lines? This is where SVT has worked. This is clip banana. It is used for forest conservation. Clip banana, as the name suggests, it always resides, it is on the cliff. It is always seen on the cliff. It clings to the mountain on the top. And when it is there, you can see it doesn't allow erosion of soil. This is Kashedi Ghat, Khed, Konkan. And this portion, this is where can you see the bananas here? There are a lot of clip bananas here. Because of the clip bananas, even here the clip bananas here. And because of the clip bananas, you can see the clip bananas here. Because of the clip bananas, the soil has stayed there in the rainy season, and that is why you can see the jungle. Otherwise, look at the jungles that we have surrounding us. Clip banana has got a very special ability to sustain even the wildfire. It is burnt completely. When there is no water, we feel that it is already dead, but it is not dead. On the onset of rainy season, you can see the new life emerging out. See? And then after that, you will see the clip banana, which is grown completely like this with its full life force. Our traditional agriculture, our traditional agriculture helps, it is responsible for carbon emission. It doesn't allow carbon to get sequestered, it doesn't allow carbon to get fixed in the soil, but it always is responsible for carbon emission. Have you seen this kind of a picture? Especially at this time of the year, you will see a lot of soil getting burned like this. People feel that by burning the soil, they are making the soil devoid of any microorganisms, and then the crop, the nursery will grow very well. And that is why they burn the soil, but burning soil is no solution. You don't ever get good crop because of burning soil. But you are responsible for. This is another our conventional, another method of our conventional farming, that is plowing and puddling. This is the power tiller, and he is plowing the field over here. For this is the nursery. This nursery is developed by burning. In the earlier slide, we have seen that they were burning. So after burning, they form a nursery over here. And this nursery, the plants will be uprooted and then they will be replanted here. Transplantation. They will be transplanted here. And for that, he is making. He is puddling. And because of, see what happens because of puddling. Now this is the puddle field. Because of puddling, the healthy soil, the soil that was here covering this field, the healthy soil is going away like this. And this all goes, we all witness our rivers becoming brown in color. And this is because of lot of soil gets washed away to the sea. So this is what happens in the traditional agriculture. That is, this is how the erosion of the soil takes place. And then we say that our soil it is not a good soil. We don't get good crop because our soil is not good. It is not that. We wash away our soils. Does anybody have any questions? Do you want me to stop for a while?
No, ma'am. You can continue.
Okay. Now this is, we have at Saguna Bagh, we have the ponds, and we have a special pond wherein a lot of water lilies and lotuses are grown. So this is the water lily. Can you see the water lily? Like the color? This is the water lily. This is
Yes.
yeah. Water lilies, they come in many different colors. The colors range from blue to white to red to pink and many different colors. I don't know the color of this also. We call it aboli. So many different colors. It comes in many different colors, the water lilies. But the water lilies are good to look at. But what is most important is the lotus. Lotus is the gift by India to the entire world. And this is lotus. This is not only lotus, it is called as the sacred lotus. This is sacred to 5 different countries, 5 different religions, that is Hindu, Muslim, Jain, Buddha, all different religions, the lotus is sacred too. And this lotus, you can see it is responsible for water purification. Then it also, we also eat, I don't know if you are aware of, but this is the lotus flower. This is, and then these are the leaves of the lotus. Inside the stem of the lotus is, this is not the stem of the lotus, but the stem of the lotus is inside, underwater. And that is, usko bolte hai bhe. It is known as bhe. Bhe ka bhaji bhi banta hai. So that bhe is eaten as a vegetable. And then, can you see over here? This is the gynostagium. We call it gynostagium. And inside, this is where the seeds are developed. These seeds, they are very good source of calcium, and they are given as medicine for young children and pregnant mothers. The seeds are very, very important as medicine, and seeds, the viability of seed is, these are the seeds of lotus. These are the lotus seeds, and these seeds, they have terrible viability. I mean, their viability. Do you know the word viability? Viability is the time for which a seed remains viable. That means it can give rise to another plant. That is viability. Now, this viability is different for different plants. Like if we are talking about rice seed can remain viable for say about 2 years. Papaya seed can stay viable for 3 months. If we are talking about neem, kadu neem ka hota hai na, limni. So kadu neem, it can stay alive for 15 days. Likewise, there are the viability time is different for every viability time differs for different crops. But in lotus seeds, the viability is like, can anybody imagine for how many years the lotus seed will be viable? That means it can produce a new lotus from here. Can anybody say? Anybody can answer? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can anybody answer as to how many years would be the viability of lotus seed?
Student, is it known to you?
Anybody wants to try?
Viability of lotus without googling, children. Can you guess?
Yeah, without Googling.
Ma'am, I have heard about 10,000, 1,000 to 10,000. I have heard it somewhere.
Yeah, that is true. It is not 10,000, but it is 1,000 years it can remain viable. In China, there is a pond where they harvested the lotus from the lotus seeds, and that was 1,300 years ago. These lotus seeds, they also germinated. Now, how did they find out about the viability? American scientists, when the pyramids, when the mummies were exposed and the pyramids were excavated, that is where near the mummies they got some seeds. The American scientists, they took the seeds and they tried germinating them, and then they germinated. Then they did the carbon dating and they found out that it is more than 1,000 years. So now the lotus seeds are tried for their longevity. They are used to form a medicine to increase the longevity of the human being. Now let us have a look at the lotus pond video. Skip for a second. These are all white lotuses. This is early in the morning. You can see the honeybees,
Ma'am,
busy
the video is not yet seen.
bees.
Ma'am, it is not visual video. Video is not visible.
Okay.
So we'll have to stop share and reshare the entire screen. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, this is the Panchamrut Kendra, and this is the Datta Mandir hai, and then this is the pond here, having a lot of lotuses, white lotuses, Shankar ka, Bhagwan Shankar ka. Busy bees, early in the morning, getting inside, getting there full of pollen grains. In this pond, the bronze-winged jacana, it was a migratory bird. Now it has come to stay here. Bronze-winged jacana is also known as Kamal Pakshi. It likes to have, it would grow only where there is Kamal. And it has become resident here. Fishes are also allowed to come in here, and they come in the rainy season and they breed in this pond because they are given protection. Now we have come to the pisciculture or fish culture. This is the fish culture. These are the ponds. They are the man-made ponds. and we have 10 ponds like this. So this is one of the pond, and these are the cyprinus. Many different kinds of fishes are grown in here. This is the cyprinus, and this is katla, and these are all our guests. These are young young kids, and then you can see the college students, and everybody is here. They all want to feel, they all want to touch the live fish. So this girl, she wants to hold, she has held the fish, and then somebody wants to put in their finger also to check whether it can bite. So this is the experience, this is the feel you can get from the pisciculture. Oh, this is very funny, important, and this is really a good experience to have. This is tilapia, and tilapia, this fish is very popular all over the world, and it is a mouth breeder. You can see can you see the eggs here? Now this is the female. She incubates the eggs in her mouth so that the eggs are well protected. And once the eggs hatch and the young ones, she also holds the young ones in her mouth. If there is any danger, immediately she will open her mouth, and the whole shoal of the fish, it will enter inside of the in her mouth. And this is the tilapia, is the mouth breeder. If you are on a farm, you can see all these, you can experience, you can feel, you can be part of all these different experiences. But for that, you need to be staying on a farm and contributing to the conservation of nature. Now, this is the very famous of Sagunabad, WB ride, only of its kind at Sagunabad. Here also you can see the Gore. They are the Spaniards. They have come from Spain, and they have a special game there, that is rodeo. Everybody wants to be part of that rodeo, but it is very difficult. It is a killer kind of a game. But they always want to see, look at their body language. They want to hold the horns, and then that is how they want to go about it. See our people here, they don't want to do that. And they want to feel the rodeo type of a game. See, all these different kinds of experiences we can give them. A farmer can give all these different. We don't have to spend a lot of money for this. You don't have any electronic equipments. You don't have to spend for anything, and then still you can. Still, people can have fun here. That is the beauty of agrotourism. And this is our contribution to nature conservation. And this is Ananda wa Atma Vishwas Sampanna, Shekhar and Anuradha Barsale. Thank you very much. This is the tour of Sagunabad.
Dear students, if
Now you can.
questions, please raise your hand in the chat box. One by one, I'll take the name. It was wonderful, ma'am, to have you. And definitely our students will be having some questions. They will be asking to you. Children, raise your hand in the chat box. And as I will take your name, please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. We have now in the session, Anuradha ma'am, I'd like to tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, we have our principal ma'am also in our session, Principal Poonam Thakur. Welcome ma'am to the session. A very good morning. Actually, she joined, but the session was going on.
Namaste,
So,
ma'am.
Yeah. Poonam ma'am.
Poonam ma'am, namaste.
Yeah.
Okay, good morning, ma'am.
Children, any questions? Children, raise the hand in the chat box. I will definitely take your name, and if you have any doubt, if you have any curiosity about certain things, please raise your hands. Feel free, children, feel free. Okay, ma'am, I will start. Ma'am, I have a question about Vana Saurakshan, what technique you have used, that it is, as you said, it is as good as a Lakshman Rekha to stop the forest fire. And it is something great, like forest fires are eating up the forest. So, ma'am, would you like to disclose what is it, the technique developed by you?
this technique is open to everybody. You have to come and take it. I cannot just explain it. This is not easy to explain just like that. This is a work of 10 years, and you, if anybody is interested, please come here. This is a foolproof technique. You have to come here. Anybody, you have so many enthusiastic students with you. Come here with few of them, and then come get to know, see all the videos, confirm it for yourself, and then please go ahead and take it. It is just for taking. It's a very simple technique.
Yes, ma'am. That's
It
only
needs a lot of, yeah.
if you to disclose, that's only I asked, because yes, these are all novel techniques which are developed, and it could be done practically only. It can't be explained virtually.
Yeah, it cannot be.
Ma'am, do we have Blue Mormon in Sagunabad, the state butterfly of
Yes,
Maharashtra?
we do have, but right now I didn't have the slide. It was in the first phone that I had, and now I don't have but we have a plenty of Blue Mormon butterflies. Not right now. They are there in the season winter. In the winter season, you can see the Blue Mormon butterfly. We have plenty of them.
Okay, ma'am. And Gokru visits Gokru, the state animal of Maharashtra, squirrel-like animal.
No. That we don't have, but that Shekru. That is Shekru. Shekru is in Bhimashankar. It is at Bhimashankar. It has to have the elevation.
Yes.
But you can see some in Matheran. We have some in Matheran.
Sorry, yeah.
We are at the base.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. So we also have some teachers on board. Teachers, please express yourself. Teachers, if you have to ask anything, because actually when this session was going on, I immediately sent messages. I took a break and I sent messages.
Good morning, sirs and ma'am.
Teachers, please, your feedback, any questions, even students.
Good morning. I'm very beautiful natural landscape.
Yeah, she's Asha, madam.
We felt as if we are part of it. Look at the beautiful white lotus and the fish. I felt that I was a part of that pond. I'm standing near the pond.
Wow.
Very nice experience.
Yeah, you can be part of it. Please come after once it's all open.
Yes, once the pandemic gets over, we'll surely come with our kids.
Yes, please do, ma'am. I don't see you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Asha,
I'll come on the screen.
Asha, ma'am wants to see you.
Yeah, I'm there on the screen now.
Oh.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
We will surely come with our students and teachers. We had planned long back, but somehow the other reason we were not able to make it up. Surely once let the pandemic get over, we'll surely come and explore this natural scenery, beautiful place.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's very close to us also. It's not very far.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Beautiful, very beautiful. Like after a long time, after 1.5 years, not going out, children are really very, what you call, engrossed to move out. We all are helpless. We can't take them out. It's 1.5 years everywhere. Everyone is locked at home. They're not able to move out.
Everybody is now tired of being at home.
Yeah.
We should imagine how the trees have been staying rooted at one place for so many years.
Yeah. How far is it from Karjat? Like, this is the closest route.
From Karjat, it is 14 kilometers. By road, it is 14 kilometers. By train, it is 11 minutes. From Karjat.
By auto or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And there is a possibility of staying also. Arrangements are there for staying.
Yes. We have staying facility.
Okay.
You can look at sagunabag.com. Our website is available. It is sagunabag.com.
Yeah.
And you can.
Thank you, ma'am. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, teachers, students, the session is open. Please express. Children, don't feel shy. Express. Don't worry.
But I'm really impressed. So many students, so many young ones are around. I actually miss them. I miss my students. I miss my children. So I really enjoyed being with them, seeing them.
Yeah, yes, Shraddha ma'am. Shraddha ma'am is on the screen. Welcome, Shraddha ma'am.
Hello, Shraddha ma'am.
Yeah, I think some network issue. She's trying to speak, but
So,
there's some.
sir, this is like the which standard the students are? What age? What is the age group of students here?
Actually, they are from 9th standard and 10th standard. And 10th standard, these are two batches. The 10th standard, which was supposed to give the exam, but the exam is cancelled. And the
Okay.
10th standard, which are now passed from 9th to 10th. So like that, we have 9th, we have 10th standard, the batch of this year, and 10th standard, which was about to write the exams. So
So it is
like
a-
that, batches here now, 9th to 10th age group. You can say 9th to 11th age group, in fact. Yes, Shraddha ma'am.
Young.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Audible? Good morning, ma'am. It was a wonderful session. I was there from the starting only. And I told also yesterday only that I will be joining it. Because I have been like, it was a dream for me to visit at least once Gunabad. And our colleagues and everyone, we were planning to once come to visit, but then couldn't make it out. But then it was a wonderful session, ma'am. And really a very good tour. It was really like experiencing in real, like seeing all the things in reality, and it was like we're actually in the place and we are enjoying the ride. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Actually, this is not only about coming to Saguna Bagh, or it is not only about just visiting it for once. Young people like you and your students, you should take up all these different techniques. We all should make our planet like this. We should make our country like this. It is not, Saguna Bagh should not only be a small island. The whole of area can become like it if there is if there are people like you who are ready to take up all these techniques, who are ready to work for the nation. Actually, it is not working for nation, it is working for ourselves. Like if there is good nature, if there is good environment close by, then we are the ones who get benefited out of it. So we are actually working for ourselves, but we have to put in some efforts for it. Like we are staying in rural area all our lives. Our children are grown up on the farm. We didn't go to the sea. We didn't, even though we had the facility, we didn't go to sea to go and stay. We stayed all our life on the farm. And that is how the farm has become now. So rural India has a lot to offer. Only you have to put in a lot of efforts.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So if the questions are over, sir, can we say bye-bye?
One more thing I'll add, ma'am. It's very important that we get connected with nature.
Yes.
We are a part of nature, so we should be connected with soil, mud, plants, birds. That's very, very important.
Yes. And that is what rural India has to offer.
Yeah.
We really have a Sujalam and Sufalam country.
And the enjoyment that you get with nature is abundant. You cannot explain what it is. The feeling to be with nature, with plants, birds, and all. That's very, very interesting. So we would surely make it to come as this pandemic it come to a halt very soon. Where we have a normal life.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sarla madam, are you there?
Good morning, Anuradha ji. I am the principal, Mrs. Poonam Thakur of General Vidya Mandir, Vashin.
Wow.
I did not join. Good morning. Sorry, my video is off. I had not joined the session. Amol in between just gave me a call to tell you, ma'am, this is wonderful. You shouldn't miss it. So immediately I was engaged in something else. Then I joined with the link, and this was really so wonderful. Thank you. I mean, seriously, the kind of lifestyle we have, we are just missing on all this. But I promise, once things are normal, when the COVID and everything just subsides and all, definitely would like to visit with my teachers or my students. Definitely, wonderful session, and it's only because of you that the planet is still better. Otherwise, people are least bothered. People are least bothered to take care of the environment. And but good that we had a session for our children, so that it's an eye opener for them as well. And I was happy that good number of children joined. Being a summer vacation, they are on vacation now, so it's challenging to get the children on board for these kind of sessions. But I'm so very happy that so many teachers also joined, because when I started looking at the session now, I was so excited. I put it on the group to the teachers, if you're free, kindly join. And many teachers have joined in this now, and children also were in good numbers. I'm sure whatever you taught them, definitely it's going to have a very great impact on them. Really very thankful to you, Anuradha ji, and we will be in touch. This was really wonderful. We have 7 schools across our JVMs. I told, I had a message Amol just now that kindly give me the recording. Definitely, I'll be giving it to my colleague principals, and they'll be very happy to see this session and show the session to their children, their students there. Because our total strength capacity of JVM is across all the schools is around 14,000 kids. So whatever you have spoken should reach to these children also. So definitely today only I'll be taking the link and sending it to other students all across our schools are spread across the country. It's in Himachal as well, Karnataka, it's in Maharashtra. But
JSW, I know.
about the environment, it's the same. I mean, children need to get this kind of information. So with your due permission, I'll be sending it to all my students all around. And wonderful. Thank you so much. And we will definitely be connected. A lot more to do. Thank you, ma'am.
Poonam ji. Thank you,
Yeah.
Poonam ji. Thank you so much. Nice knowing you, nice hearing you. And it is nice talking to sir and your colleagues, associates, and everybody. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, where is this? It is in Karjat. Where is this?
It is Nerar. It is 14
Nerar,
kilometers.
Nerar. Okay,
Yeah, 14 kilometers from Karjat towards
Oh.
Mumbai.
Yeah, ma'am. Definitely will visit there.
Yeah, it is on the railway route.
Okay, ma'am.
Please do.
Yes,
Please, ma'am.
definitely. I'll be in touch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Teachers, anyone who want to express? Sarla madam was like she put a video on or something. Sarla madam, आहात का? आमच्या मराठी शिक्षिका आहेत त्या शाळेच्या. सरला मॅडम.
नमस्कार मॅडम. सरला मॅडम, नमस्कार.
Are you there, Sarla madam? Even,
You are mute.
नमस्कार मॅडम. अनुराधा मॅडम. हा, नमस्कार. आम्हाला गायडन्स लागेल, तुमचं खूप गायडन्स लागणार आहे, तेव्हा आम्हाला नक्की तुम्ही मार्गदर्शन करा. पुढे व्हर्च्युअल टूर आम्ही काढणार आहोत, त्यासाठी तुमच्या मार्गदर्शनाची आम्हाला गरज पडणार आहे, तेव्हा आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन करा मॅडम. खूप छान सेशन झालं.
जरूर
अतिशय उत्तम. हो, अतिशय उत्तम. थँक्यू.
जरूर. नमस्कार.
Any
Sir,
other teacher want to express? Students? Okay. So on behalf of entire JVM staff, I thank you, Anuradha madam. It was a great session. We are closed in our homes, and then you took us actually in the vicinity of nature, and it was like feeling blessed that the director of that institute is showing it. It is not like something which is done by some presentation or something. Some task is assigned to someone and then they are presenting. Actually, the person who is there, the founder member who has done it. So we really feeling blessed to listen from you. Thanks to you. Thanks to Ajay Joshi sir, who is a bridge between us, who has made us, who has connected us. So thank you, students, and thank you, Anuradha ma'am, once again. So
thank you everyone. Thank you, Amol and the MDT department, for arranging this kind of session for us. Thank you. Really grateful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Should we end, Anuradha madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.